Hey, what's happening everybody? This is Elite Kicks back with the weekly video. In today's video guys, we have 3 topics lined up. First and foremost, we're going to be talking about the sneakers app. Are they now officially filtering bot entries, or what exactly happened with the craft drop? Then we're going to be talking about the black and white Jordan 1 High 85s that are dropping this Wednesday, February 15th. Finally, we're going to wrap up with the All-Star game, which is this weekend, and whether or not there's going to be a shock drop. And if there is going to be a shock drop, where is it going to happen? What shoes are they going to be in? Here's a little bit of a surprise. I'm hearing that there is going to be a shock drop. So with that guys, let's jump into today's video. First and foremost, the Craft 4s. How did you guys do on the Craft 4s? Were you guys able to cop multiple pairs, actually cop the pair that you want, or did you strike out? From what I'm hearing, just based off everybody that talks in my Discord, everybody who's on Twitter, there was very limited bot success on this particular drop, and I'm not sure what exactly happened, but it seems that what Nike is doing is that they'll run the initial 2 to 4 minute Leo draw, which is what they did for the crafts. Then they started filtering out bots. It was almost, I think for my W's that I had, I almost had to wait 10 minutes. A lot of people also had success with going back in and trying to pick another size. Now I will say that was a tip that existed maybe a year and a half ago, which is on these Leo draws, when you took an L, to go back and to pick another size. Now it looks like that tip is coming back into play, and I will reiterate that, is that when there is a 2 to 4 minute Leo drop and you take the L, let's say on a size 7, and you normally go for a size 7, and let's say you go back and you see a 6.5 or a 7.5, try to check out with those sizes. You can fluctuate your sizes a half size up or half size down. Now what you don't want to do is have a size 7 list on your account and then go for a size 12, a size 11. While you may take a W here, later on down the line, 3-4 months, in terms of how many drops you actually hit, it is going to dramatically lower your chances. So just to recap that tip, guys, if you take the L, feel free to go half size up, half size down. Please try to avoid going all the way to size 13 when you have a size 7 listed. And I will tell you, I do believe that Nike, for whatever reason, maybe they're paying their bills, maybe they got some extra money, they did activate their bot protection, which reminds me, if you are interested in joining the Discord group, we focus on sneakers, finish line, anything sneakers related. We try to help each other with tips. I put out exclusive information that I learned in the Discord group immediately. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the black and white ones that are supposed to be dropping on Wednesday. It's a high, obviously a Jordan 1 High 85 cut. If you don't know, one of the things that I did want to mention is, what is stock looking like? So if you look at the prior 2 High 85s that dropped, so 2 years ago we had the neutral gray 1 High 85s. Last year we had the Georgetown 1 High 85s. Stock was not extensive on those. I think it was probably in the neighborhood of something like 30 to 50,000 pairs. We're probably going to be seeing something similar with this drop. The only thing that I will say is that Nike is holding on to more of their pairs. That is one thing that they have said that they're going to do, and it looks like they did that with the Seafoams, and they definitely did it with the Crafts. Now, what does that mean in terms of this particular drop? I think we'll probably see upwards of 50,000, maybe 60,000 pairs, but if we touched 100,000 pairs, I would be shocked. Now, best places to get this shoe is going to be the sneakers app, unfortunately. Now, obviously, if you live in LA, you want to enter your Foot Locker LA drop, and your boutique sneaker shops are going to be getting this. So in my Discord group, we also put up all the raffles. I put up all the raffle information, so you can enter as many raffles as you want. It's not going to be an easy drop. This is loaded up, guys, as a 10-minute draw, which quote unquote means Nike's stiffest bot protection, which means you want to make sure you use all the tips that I've talked about before. Don't enter the draw immediately. Wait 2 to 3 minutes and then enter the draw. You have to be using multiple accounts. If you're only using one account in 2023, I don't know what you're doing. Are you living under a rock? Are you not living under a rock? Unfortunately, you do need multiple accounts. The way you enter those multiple accounts, you don't want to enter them back to back. So you want to space them out, wait 10-15 seconds, then do another entry. You want to try to do as many as many entries on different IP addresses as possible. So let's say you only have access to a Wi-Fi and a data, and you have 6 entries that you want to put in. Put 3 on one, put 3 on the other. Don't ever put 6 accounts onto one IP address. Your IP address could get flagged and you go down a dangerous path and you may never catch a W again. Those are the main tips, guys. Vary your IP address. Don't enter immediately. Use multiple accounts. When you use multiple accounts, vary the time that you actually enter into the draw. So the final thing I wanted to mention about that, guys, like I said, it is a 10-minute draw. What that also means, along with being quote-unquote stiff bot protection, is that usually means limited stock. So the prior thing where I said about 50,000, 60,000, that's another reason why I think you'll probably only get 50 to 60,000 pairs at most. The final thing that I wanted to talk to you guys is about the All-Star Game is this weekend. This is Nike's, Jordan Brand's. Obviously they want focus on their shoes, right? So that's why last week we had the Langley's shock drop at the Super Bowl, and the Langleys are supposed to drop this Friday before the All-Star Game as well too. Here's what I'm hearing is that the March releases, one or multiple of the March releases, could actually shock drop on All-Star weekend. If you go back to last year, we had the UNC 6s shock drop that Monday on President's Day after All-Star weekend. So it's possible we see that again. What's also likely to happen is we could see a shock drop. You have to be in probably Utah, Salt Lake City to maybe even catch a lost and found restock, to catch some other restock or something like that. But it's possible. You can already tell Foot Locker on their app has a bunch of restocks happening in Salt Lake City. The general public, from what I'm hearing, is to pay attention to 2 particular shoes is what I'm hearing, guys. The Reimagined 3s is the first one, and the UNC 5s is the other one. There are other March releases that could happen, but those are the 2 shoes for the general public to pay attention to. I don't want to put out a particular date. I'm not going to spread that information until I get full confirmation, but from what I'm hearing, these shock drops are likely to happen. With that, guys, that is the end of the video for today. Next week's video, guys, we'll preview some of March releases, shoes that I'm personally going to try to cop and ones that I'm going to be looking to resell. With that, guys, this is Elite Kicks signing off. Take care, everybody.